In this video, we will have a look at Mark Zuckerberg's claims that we should all live in the metaverse forever. Let's get started. There have been many technological advancements over the years. Since late last year, there has been the introduction of Meta, which is the rebranded Facebook. With the introduction of Meta and the metaverse, Mark Zuckerberg wants everyone to stop living in the real world and go live in the new metaverse forever. But could this be possible? Stay tuned to find out. Before we can look at how and why Mark Zuckerberg says that we should all live in the metaverse, let us first find out what the metaverse is. A metaverse is a collection of several technological features, such as augmented reality, virtual reality, and video. People can live within a digital realm. In other words, it is like living in a virtual world. Most supporters of the metaverse see it as a way for users to work, play, and stay connected with their friends through various things like concerts, conferences, and virtual trips around the world. Over time, there have been various forms of metaverses. Some of them include Microsoft, Epic Games, the company behind Fortnite, and Roblox. The most special one right now is Meta. Meta, originally called Facebook, is a technological behemoth with significant investments in virtual reality, including the 2014 purchase of Oculus. Meta has envisioned creating a virtual world where people would have digital avatars. They would connect with them through work, travel, and entertainment using VR headsets. Zuckerberg has been trying to push the metaverse to go through, as his central belief is that it can revolutionize the internet. As he was revealing the company's rebranding in December 2021, Meta CEO, Mark Zuckerberg, said, "The next platform and medium will be even more immersive and embodied internet where you're in the experience, not just looking at it, and we call this the metaverse." Right now, Mark Zuckerberg has said that humanity will soon leave the world as we know it and move into the metaverse, a world under our control. The Facebook founder talked to the tech podcaster Lex Fridman on various topics. The most interesting one of them was about the future of the metaverse. He is really driven to make the idea work, so he even rebranded his company to Meta. During the podcast, Zuckerberg mentioned that most of these virtual worlds will eventually become realistic and efficient. It will be so good that we will just want to stay there forever. As he was explaining, he said that all these virtual environments have yet to get to that level. However, most people already live in a digital world, but instead of it being in 3D, it is on 2D screens. By this, he was referring to how everyone is always so glued to their phones everywhere they go. Zuckerberg said, "A lot of people think that the metaverse is about a place, but one definition of this is it's about a time when basically immersive digital worlds become the primary way that we live our lives and spend our time." The CEO of Meta estimated that it would take between 5 and 10 years to build the insane virtual world to the point where it would feel real. This would include incorporating scent, touch, and even sound, allowing people to get lost in virtual reality. However, some of the aspects of the metaverse already exist. They include super-fast connectivity, virtual reality headgear, and continuous, often online environments. They are already running. It's just that they are not accessible to all. As he updated the future plans, the founder and CEO said that there is an AI system, which will mainly be used to create a fully customizable world according to your design. This system will primarily use higher-level avatars and spatial audio to improve communication. Meta has already started launching their metaverse. In the current version, all humans are represented by avatars with no legs. However, Zuckerberg says that they will all seem more realistic for the future versions. As he talked to Friedman, Zuckerberg mentioned that, as they build the metaverse, people will use a complex virtual world. Suppose you follow the latest discussions on the whole concept of the metaverse. In that case, they will mostly suggest that the metaverse is a point in time, and not just a virtual place. This stage will be achieved when people start spending more time in the virtual world than they do in the real world. It will be a time when you wake up, put on your headset, and spend so much time there and not with your headsets off. People will be able to go shopping, interact, go on dates, work, go to school, and even attend things like concerts, all in the virtual world. Zuckerberg seems to agree with this concept. He suggests that all the billions that will be spent on the building of this metaverse through virtual worlds will not be really recognized until the time comes when there is pressure to carry out meetings in VR rather than on Zoom or in person. During the interview with Friedman, Zuckerberg said that many people in this modern era are already living their lives in a virtual world. However, instead of doing it with VR, they are doing it on their phones and laptops. According to him, if they want people to start carrying out their daily activities in VR, they need to feel fully present to keep up the illusion of immersion. He said, in the real world, you have feelings of temperature, olfactory, and touch. We are working on haptic gloves. All of these things will be critical to keeping up the illusion you are fully present in the world, and these building blocks will happen in 10 years. According to him, there is more to developing the metaverse than we know of. One of the things we found with hand presence. What's the right way to represent them? When I look in the physical world, I see just an arm, and it would be super weird to see just a hand, but it turns out not to be the case. There are a bunch of psychological cues where it will be more about getting the correct details right, which will be possible over 5 years. We won't need everything to be solved to deliver this entire sensory presence. As he says, all the things done in person or in the physical world will be able to be replicated in VR, but this will happen in the next 5 years. In the interview, he says that all he wants is to build the technology that will allow people to interact with each other. One of these technologies is replicating the ability of humans to read facial cues. This actually plays a huge role in communication. They want to integrate eye tracking technology into the next version of the Oculus Quest, which will allow the avatars to imitate the user's facial movements. As he explains, all these things will play a massive role in improving interaction, which will, in turn, take the metaverse to the point where it literally becomes the metaverse. We can look at how the human brain works, how we express and read emotions, then build a roadmap of what are the things to express over a 5 to 10 year period, Zuckerberg said. As much as Zuckerberg gave some information about the metaverse, there are still some questions that fans are asking. One question that arises, will there be one metaverse or many? However, no one is clear about that. People will be given the power to create their own worlds, so this may mean that there will be different worlds. However, they might also generate a metaverse where everyone is, just like the universe. And that brings us to the end of our video. Which part of the metaverse did you enjoy the most? Do you think it is possible to move to the metaverse and leave the old life behind? Let us know in the comments section below. Also, please leave a like and subscribe to our channel for more exciting videos. Hit that bell icon to catch the latest video as soon as it's out. Thanks for watching, see you in the next video.